Okay, I already read it. Are you so confident that you will cross the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Oh, that's harsh, but it's also true. We are the rogue trader after all. Is that so? He maintains his composure. I'd like to hear your reasoning. Insurgents are using the arch enemy's artifacts, enchanted lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about these lenses, so what makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. Are you doubting the words of the Lord Captain of the Rogue Trader? Off with his head. Let him be cleansed by fire. This insurgency is headed by Sergeant Aurora, Prophet, yada yada yada. Usual superstitions. Scores of crazy people with scorched eyes are stalking the city. They're miming their own. Good, yeah. The talk of a final dawn. Superstition. They managed to steal a voxcaster. Something. You order an audit on the equipment. You ought to leave your bunker more often, Governor Medina. I have only recently arrived in the system, and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. Governor Medina hesitates before answering, his face slowly turning purple with anger. Your ladyship, he grits through his teeth. I know who you are. I've heard of your exploits. Uh-oh, you suffered shame and humiliation. And I will not allow a stranger, let alone another rogue trader, to speak to me in such a manner and make demands of a subject of his ladyship Caligus Winterscale. He takes a breath and continues in a calmer tone. The matter is closed. Let's speak no more of it. Yikes. Is the interrogator here? Oh, I do. Master von Calix has left the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what its objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I've already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. Investigate the monastery on Rackham Norris. Okay. The weapons the insurgents were using to shoot down shells of the city has been destroyed. By us, thank you. You're welcome. Now, nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master von Calix, you should go to the Cenobium of Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's vox. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magus Hanneman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance of an Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained magus should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the omniscience servants. We've lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in the same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Medin and Pascal glare at each other, their unyielding gazes like crossed swords. Oh geez. So, we can say that you have picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnicia, Governor. Which is a kind of a gentle nudge that You're picking a fight you shouldn't be picking. We can basically say, get hands off my boy. Or perhaps he's right. Or just let Pascal deal with it. You picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omniscia Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. I simply cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear about an endangered relic. I need people who can do more than praise the Omniscia to look after the capital and its millions of citizens. Honestly, I'm not super attached to Pascal. He's good and all, but I wouldn't mind another, warrior with a bolt caster, if you're catching my drift. So let's let Pascal deal with his own problems. Esteemed Magus, our technomats will appraise you of the issues with our power district. Uh-oh. Excuse you. The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechandrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medinek clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the churning of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I'm heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters through gritted teeth. Abundantly so, Magus. Why are you so deterministic to get to the monasteries? Because the relic? No. Actually, let's ask. Let's try to get some information here. Why are you so determined? It is why I came to this world. I'm expected there. Alright, well. You do your business, boy. Your ladyship, I trust you will grant me a place aboard your shuttle. The Adeptus Mechanicus will be grateful for your cooperation. I guess we should be getting people indebted to us. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magus Heinemann, officially undertake to accompany you in the Reichert system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Reichert system. Okay. You're a Heinemann. Glad you're alive. The governor raises his eyebrows and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains before further commentary. Why am I bad at word? Let's not shell the monastery. Words are hard, that is true. I wish to know more about the monastery. The Cenobium has been run by the Adeptus Mechanicus ever since the colony was founded. The sacred reactor guarded by its priests powered the entire planet. I can say no more. It's a forbidden place that even I have only been allowed to visit once before. Pascal, what's so special about this place? I've never been there before, but would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirit, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Reichert Minoris uninhabitable. Oh my goodness. Heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer, deserving of immediate execution. You hear that? We have a Category 3 on our hands, chat. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? According to the reports we received, Logis Abel Hanneman set off with the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master von Kalox. Yeah, it's a Cat 3. It's a Cat 3 heresy, okay? We need to call in the Tech Priest, the Omnisia, and get some of the God Emperor's blessings going on. I do believe category number bigger is stronger. Bigger, stronger, better. Pascal's voice rasped in confusion. My name is Pascal Hanneman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logis supervised the work of Ricard Minoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. This category business confuses you. You didn't know there were any other punishments for heresy? I mean, there is death, there is maiming, there is murder, there is liquefaction, evaporation, disintegration, incineration, and yeah, the list goes on. Hold on, I need to adjust. Oh. Why did he fly to the monastery? That seems sus. When a Logis of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why. Your Lordship, valid. Where can I get more information on this guy? In the sanctum that was destroyed. Okay. We recovered several data crypts. Okay. We've looked at the cogitators already. There's feathers and asking the person to help you move and eating the person's sandwich. And then, of course, there's the locking the person in a room and filling the floor with Lego pieces. The name might have been used as a single... It's amazing that a mechanical voice from a Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagus Amaranth, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. Adira tenses up and listens, then turns around sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend Snide whisper through the door. Be careful on your search, Magus. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once, mending it is that much more of a tainted affair than the new reflection. Then, the new reflection is deathlike. Oh, that I butcher that totally. Okay. Do we want to offer our services to this system? No. I mean, if we can carry favor, is there anything else I can do? If you'd like a distraction, small and safer uprising, suppress... A smaller and safer uprising to suppress at your leisure. There's a planetoid in my system called Ophelia. Okay. To go to the space prison. The Evane Winterscale went there. He's a relative of my suzerain, the great rogue trader Caligus Winterscale, the master of the system and dozens others. I imagine the young Lord Winterscale is very eager to prove himself to his distinguished kinsman. I see no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planetoid. The prisoners' numbers are few, and they have little in the way of weapons. So it's like shooting heretics in a barrel, I see. Sounds like big trouble. Yeah. Evane. Ablard mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant younger offspring. Yes, that much I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Evain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Yurok 5 on behalf of his father. The Great Regent would never have granted entry to some dishonorable, which means no matter what happened on the planetoid, we must aid the Highborn. That's all I want to discuss. Alright, let's just make sure there's nothing new on this thing. Oh, go to the Lodge's private archive. Results of Lodge Abel's data trans. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their woes. I'm registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. What is the secret design? There came a time when the spirit was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. Oh, thanks for the hydrogen. Appreciate ya. The revelation granted by the Omnisia to Logis Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logis Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize these words. The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnisia, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Okay.
I won't tolerate weakness.
So, hold on. Not Abelard. What was his name again? Why am I so heckin' bad with names? Hold on. I can't review it? Okay. So this Abel, was that his name? This Abel guy was somehow trying to reach Pascal, but it's not someone who Pascal knows. But Pascal thinks they are acting under a code name and had something to do in the sanctuary thing. Oh, we can return to the void ship. Do we want to go? Let's go check out the west side. Maybe rename them in your mind so it's easy to remember. I'm not sure if that's going to help. I'm just going to get confused. Okay, let's go check the western side for some EXP and loot. And potentially our death. Have a look at the map. Oh, this... Oh, okay, so we have explored everything. I thought this would be a separate area.
It's about time.
Never mind them. So, in that case... let's just depart to our void ship. That's where we came up. I can barely remember the names of our companions. Sheesh. I wish I wasn't so bad at this, but it's always been this way. Names, years, dates. Boxmaster Vigdis. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several messages from different decks, complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel system, but the servitors, they make errors in the tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance. A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a HERESY. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in the cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start that, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have gotten used to all that. So our resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they posed no danger. According to the servants of the Omnises, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of the minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Janis Danrog would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He is waiting your audience on the bridge. Bossy, can you take care of this for me? So Ricard Majoris, apparently the one rogue trader is over here. Winterscale, Callius Winterscale. Then there is the unscanned planet, an unidentified void ship. I feel like this could potentially be Cousin Khan. Are we fully healed by now, by the way? Oh, we are. Okay, perfect. 33 hit points. How is our gunner the least amount of hit points? Now Cassie has a low amount as well. Okay. I wonder what the maximum level is. Because I'm used to like 20 being the max level. And we're already at 11. I don't really feel like 20 is the max level here. Like I feel like we're barely out of the tutorial, you know? I say we fly to this unidentified ship. Wait, there's a monastery? The Vox crackles life. A Master Hamsterman Rever addresses you. What have we here, Lord Captain? It's not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quite like it's huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised that the thing is more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We're registering critical damage to the hull and the depressurization of the vessel compartments. Oh, there is an incoming transmission now too. HERESY? The Vox transmission hisses and abruptly cuts to static. Do not require assistance. Pete, do not require assistance. Copy? The Voxer is a different voice. Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Emperor protect. Sounds like a cry for help. That sounds like a cry for looting, if I've ever heard one. Lord Captain, I'm told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there's an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Ricardophilia colony that is refusing help. Which, not to put too fine a point to it, has not yet been offered to them. Can we establish comms? Let them identify themselves. Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel, we're receiving you. Identify yourself. I repeat, identify yourself. For a brief moment, the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting at one another. Do not tell him! We're done for! This is Thunderfang. We are... One of the voices falters uncertainly and it's replaced by another. A merchant vessel. Do you copy? We're a private merchant vessel. That sounds like heresy to me. A merchant vessel? Of course they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. These guys are very sus. Rubber. Damage report on the unknown vessel. Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Should we finish the job? Thunderfang? Why can we not identify you? You can make out hoarse and furious whispering, even over the crackling of the static. Why? I don't know. What if? Certainly not. The whispering dies and a clear, useful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damage is preventing the correct identification. We assure you, a peaceful merchant vessel. Thunderfang does not require aid. Door kickers too, Simul. Are you two-timing me, Shug? Are you two-timing me? Did you send that to the wrong chat? Oh, that's embarrassing. You know what? This ship... you're badly damaged. What happened to you? The box responsive burst into cacophony of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone chuckles bitterly, another swears with some foul expletives, and yet another hisses, furiously demanding that the others shut up. You managed to make little from all the noise. We were just flying, minding our business, straight out of the blue and open fire. Miracle we could get away. Emperor protected. And then more fire. Who? Void only knows. Roasted a trail. Bombed everything. Then our folks are left without help. We never got to them. Thunderfang, this is your last... How is that team mug as big as my fist? It's like... well big. Look, my grandpa was a wise man, and he said, and this is some... I'm gonna lay down some life advice on you, chat, so...